What's really good, YouTube? This is District 1, and today I'm super excited to be reviewing JJJJound and Salomon's first collaboration together in the XT-ings 2 model in the Lapis Blue colorway. But before I get to it, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bells for any updates. It helps me know that I can create more quality sneaker content for you guys. Now, JJJJound has been in the men's current fashion sphere, touting its emphasis on minimalism, and they have been hitting projects out of the park with collaborations in other brands with the likes of New Balance, Asics, Vans, and now Salomon. This time around, they're taking their swing at a very on-trend Gorpcore trail runner in the XT-ings 2. And I'm really surprised by this because usually the very on-trend Salomon models are the XT6 and the XT4, but it's nice to see them dig a little bit deep into the archives and seeing what other more cost-effective models that they can hype up. And I think this pair is especially special because it's the first collaboration between JJJJound and Salomon. And Salomon has been stepping up their collaboration game this year with the likes of Sandy Liang on the XT6, as well as L'Art the Automobile last year of the ACS Pro. And I'm glad that JJJJound chose this shoe rather than the other shoes that had previous collaborations due to its esotericness as well as its very streamlined form factor. Before I get more into this shoe, let's look into the history of Salomon. Salomon Group is a French sports equipment manufacturing company based in Annecy, France. It was founded in 1947 by Francois Salomon in the heart of the French Alps and is a major brand in outdoor sports equipment. Its rise is attributed to technical innovations of ski bindings in the 1950s, which became standard issue in present ski technology. Since then, Salomon has expanded its portfolio throughout the decades, with the most notable contribution to the footwear space in trail running. And after multiple acquisition journeys with the likes of Amer Sports, Adidas, and now Anta, it has grown to be a mainstay in the current en vogue Gorpcore climate. Now enters Justin Saunders from JJJJound to give his try on the XT-ings 2. Now with that history lesson, let's dive into the product. Now going to the unboxing, we see here a very special box in that it is not of the standard cardboard style box for other Salomons. Here you see some Salomon and limited edition branding here, as well as some Lapis Blue coloring, as well as white in ode to the actual shoe. And then just some Salomon branding right here. The only mention of JJJJound themselves is when you open the box, and you can see JJJJound mentioned here in the inner collar of the box. Now getting into the pair, starting with the toe box here, we see a synthetic toe cap in white, which I think is super crispy. You also see the vibrant Lapis Blue color from the outsole extending to the tip of the toe. A nice contrast if you ask me. And in the center of the toe box, we see a tight mesh in the vanilla ice color, and I like the subtle offset in tones here. Moving to the lateral side of the shoes, we see more of that synthetic material with mixes of white and blue. In typical Salomon fashion, we see the synthetic patterning in various raised textures. This is what they branded as SensiFit and EndoFit, a construction that cradles your foot from the laces to the sole for a secure, customized comfort. On the back of the shoe, we have a panel of synthetic leather with a Salomon S pad printed. On the medial side, you see very much the same as the lateral side, except we have a distinct callout of JJJJound on the back side, as well as SensiFit and EndoFit branding as well. So for this tongue, I do feel that it is quite unique in that it's covered in this fabric mesh and fabric panel. The mesh is of this tighter knit, and there's a nice pop of blue with XT-ings 2 branding. And on top of the tongue, we see more of this Salomon S branding. So for the lacing system that the XT-ings 2 utilizes, like many other Salomon sneakers, is a drawstring quick lace system. Here the drawstring is in white, interlaced through a combination of white eyelets and a vanilla ice colored hooped fabric eye stays. And onto the inner collar, it is more of this vanilla ice color in a mesh material, and then you see here ortholite insoles, which are unique in boasting JJJJound branding for both feet. Beneath the upper sits the midsole in Lapis Blue and white. The heel portion features a technology in stride stability and the agile chassis system, and the Energy Plus high rebound midsole in white features exceptional energy return here. And the mudguard also continues the vanilla ice color. The outsole here features their signature Contra Grip tread in Lapis Blue, and the tread here is touted to provide durable, reliable traction underfoot on wet, dry, solid, and loose surfaces. Now looking to the fits here, very clean fit. I think these shoes look very good with white socks. I'm not so sure about black socks or socks of any other color, but I think this fit really complements itself in that it really transitions from a white color blocking on the feet to some dark bottoms, which in this case is a navy blue chino, and then goes back to a crispy white tee. Also from the lookbook here, I really enjoy how the light wash denim transitions very cleanly to these shoes. An overall clean fit, staying true to JJJJound's minimalist design language. And what's cool about how these shoes dropped was that not only did they have a drop on the Salomon website and on the JJJJound website, but they also had a local drop. And my understanding of how this worked was that you had to reserve locally, and then this dude would literally shuttle these sneakers to you by this bicycle. And going to the aftermarket prices for these sneakers, they're astronomically high, and I think that's due to the ultra rare nature of these sneakers. They actually didn't make a lot of these, and so if you got through the queue, you really lucked out. I do feel, however, that these shoes are going to go down, but only minimally so. So in regards to sizing, and especially for the XT-Wings 2, the fit is quite narrow in the midfoot area. I know that this is a very common trend amongst Salomon sneakers like the XT4 and the XT6, but I decided to opt for my true to size here because I wanted to see how the break-in period really is for this shoe. The overall length, however, is quite true to size, and my recommendation is that if you're trying to cop this in the aftermarket, make sure you try on an XT4 and XT6 because they fit very similar. So in regards to the craftsmanship of the shoe, I would say that the mesh panels have no blemishes on them. They're perfectly off-white, which really makes the shoe. The synthetic panels are also very clean. However, I did see some subtle glue stains on some synthetic portions of the shoe, so not super great. I would say, though it's not perfect, it's a very solid offering in terms of craftsmanship. And for my personal thoughts, this shoe fits perfectly with JJJJound's motif of if you know, you know. If you love Salomon's, but you want to fit with JJJJound's minimalist aesthetic, this exactly fits within your lane. Because Salomon's are underrated in the States, you know who you're rocking for when you rock and flex the sneaker. I can't say the same for Europe because I know that Salomon's are huge over there. And for the colorway, I really love the colorway. It's super crispy, it's super clean, and for all you Guilty Gear fans out there, it's a very Kai Kiss type of colorway. Now, if it's worth the resale, now that's another story. Prices are going down for these, and it's a clean colorway, so there's no way to go wrong for the sneaker. But in the end, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Do you guys feel like this shoe is not loud enough for you, or do you love the crispy silhouette and colorway? Let me know in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.